start your day. Fabulously flawed, we're lighting the way. Monday to Friday, new episodes with laughter and love. Let's start the show. We're shaking things up. Don't let anyone dull your sparkle. Motivation, inspiration, and fun. Fabulously flawed, everyone. So shine a little brighter. Grab your smile and sing along. The show's about to start with Marnie, your host. You can't go wrong.
Hey, Fabulously Flawed friends. Welcome to Fabulously Flawed. I am your host, Marnie, and it's Tuesday, where I love to give Tuesday tips and remind you guys that we are human. It is so okay not to be okay. You are not alone. And I love to remind you guys daily that we are all flawed, but we are still fabulous. And today's episode, I want to dedicate to my girlies in their 20s. So this is tips for your 20s. I cannot go back in time. None of us can. I love using the analogy of pushing the rewind button, bloop, 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 and then record again. We cannot. So we can only start from where we are. But if I can help any of my youngins, any of you 20-year-olds, if you're not even 20 yet and you're listening, thank you. But what you can know to start implementing certain behaviors and thoughts that can help you in ways that destroyed me because I did not know how to implement or understand anything. Like there wasn't even a talk about mental health. Who knows if I would have been cured or aware of what was wrong with me much, much earlier. Well, maybe as a child when every sign of ADHD was there, from the talking and the disorganization. I mean, I was the poster child for ADHD, but I think back in the 80s, unless you were a boy with extra stimulation, you were overlooked. But that's okay. I can take my wounds, turn them into wisdom, and share them with you guys. So there is one tip that I want to really, really, really stress on. Ladies, do everything in your power to make your own money. Be financially independent. I don't care if you marry the wealthiest man that you know. Have your own money, your own income. You never ever want to be beholden on anyone. Imagine like now, if you ask your parents, can you send me money for this? Or can you just, you hate asking them because they're like, what do you need money for? Or if you get questioned, you don't want to be questioned your entire life. And take it from me, because I was, and yes, there were reasons because of my spending, but it was still, I didn't have my own money to spend. I always was taught to depend on someone. Find someone to marry that can take care of you. Find someone to take care of you. No one in my family ever said, you become an independent, badass fucking woman and take care of yourself. And it is insufferable. You don't want to have to answer to anybody. Be with somebody because you want to, not because you have to. Seriously, that is one of my biggest, aside from being true to yourself. Another thing, I notice a lot of girlies and a lot of people are on group texts. Now, be very careful what you write, because I've seen firsthand somebody get their little group chats mixed up, and it had to do with my daughter. Actually, she had lost weight when Ozempic first came out. I think we talked about this on early episodes that Taylor and I did together. And, some people, first of all, mind your own fucking business is one thing I can say. Stop comparing, because what goes on in one's life has nothing to do with your life. But this girl wrote what she thought was in a separate chat about my daughter, like, oh, she's just taking the easy way out and blah, blah, going on and on. And my daughter's reading it, and I am like, what a bitch. Like, you dumbass. And then she, got caught, and she was sorry. And she wasn't, I don't believe anyone, sometimes they say they're sorry because they got caught. She would not have gotten caught if she didn't mess up. So my point being is, if you are going to write something about someone or anything, be prepared that should be one, something you would say to them. Be careful what you put in writing because it can haunt you. I just read about somebody that sent out wedding invitations. I think it was wedding, not birthday. I think it was a wedding invitation, and somebody, made a video like, oh my God, I'm so excited. I got his invitation. I got their invitation. And I think that was in a group chat. It wasn't like on a billboard on a highway. And the mother of the groom and I think the bride wrote this girl and was like, can you not do that? Like, it's a surprise. Okay. Now, they put that in writing, like, you dumbasses. Like, that's just, I don't know, people. I read that and I was like, why would you do that? Why would you go out of your way just to put a pop in somebody's happy? It was like putting a pin in a balloon. It took away that, somebody's so excited for you. You're supposed to say, oh my God, thank you. But that's the kind of, I guess I read that and I thought that's like a red flag when people, like, you're just so happy and just people want to just bring you down. I just stay away from that if you can. And I think I got a little sidetracked there, but in your 20s, follow your intuition and your gut, even if it makes no sense to you. Even if you have no idea why you're having these random thoughts, it's like a little messenger into your brain. And I can tell you from experience, I was in my 20s and I was trying to be an actress in commercials, and I didn't do so well. I booked maybe a handful, and I've told this story before, but it's one of my favorite stories. And I was at my friend Lisa's wedding, and the casting director who I auditioned for the day before was there. And I was like, oh, TR, hey. I sucked. I know I didn't get the taco casting, but whatever. It was fun seeing you 2 days in a row. So I left there, and this was April. And all summer I thought, let me call TR. Let me call TR. I was 27 years old. Let me call TR. I want to work for him. I've never been in casting, but there was something about our energy, our chemistry. I just loved hanging out with TR, his boyfriend, Don, Paul, who I talk about a lot, who's the best headshot photographer ever, if you're in New York City, Paul Greco, and his boyfriend at the time, Anthony. And it was just so much fun. And I was like, just left there, just thinking about all summer, call TR. Called him, I think it was September, and I was like, hey, it's Marnie, and would you be hiring by any chance? And he's like, actually, I am. What? So I ended up learning and doing casting every friggin' hundreds of commercials here in Miami. And I had no idea what would happen, but that nudge in my brain called TR, like, it ended up changing my life in so many ways. The confidence, the friendships, being true to myself, not looking at other girls at my age where they were. It was just staying in my lane, my vision, my everything. And it was so life-changing for me. And TR passed away 2 years ago, but he was the first person that accepted me, that I didn't have to force myself upon. My family, I've talked about, my mother, my father, uncle, brother, cousins, everyone, no one talked to me. TR spoke to me. TR hired me. TR would never say, I work for him, I work with him. And he became one of my best friends. And it was this friendship that was, he was gay, but people thought we were a couple. Clients thought we were married. And I guess that goes to show. So my point is, when you have a nudge to do something, follow that. And also, you do not need to have 100 friends. You don't want to have 20 different friends. You need to find that one friend. They say if you find one true friend in your life, you have done a remarkable thing. How many people can really say, I mean, we all have tons of acquaintances, but you just need that one true friend, the one who sits with you when you cry, the one who is holding your hand when nobody else is. And that's why I adore, and I think that's when I legally adopted Brianna as my other bonus daughter, who I've known since she's 10. But there was a time when everyone in high school, my daughter's senior year, for was like against Taylor, like this group of girls. And Brianna and Eva, when I sign off and I say, don't ever, ever, ever let anyone dull your sparkle, I'm giving a little shout out to Eva, because they came and sat with my daughter on the floor of my bedroom, like inside a closet, comforting my daughter. And I will never, to this day, I've never had anyone do that for me. So when you can find somebody that sits with you during those times, that's your person, not the person that you want to, if you want to have just a good time and go out with, great. Just know that's your person you're going to go out and have a great time with and get drinks. Or, oh my God, I love going to yoga with her. Okay. You know, she's your yoga friend, but that's it. Don't expect anything else. You're not supposed to be besties. You're not supposed to confide in each other. She's not going to have your back because you just do yoga together. So leave it on this. Piggybacking on that thought, do not expect anybody to be the kind of person you are or the kind of friend you are. I know for me, if I was in a dance class with my favorite Zumba ladies, they were like a family, but this was before I was healed and understood anything, but I took things personally if somebody didn't invite me somewhere. And I'm like, Marnie, now looking back, we were amazing dance friends. I mean, we still were invited to each other's children's bar mitzvahs, birthday parties, bat mitzvahs, but I thought everyone would think like I did, and they don't. But that's okay, because we're not supposed to think like each other. But when you just can understand who's in your life and place them accordingly, you'll never be disappointed. You will never be disappointed, I promise. So guys, have a terrific Tuesday. I'm going to give some more tips tomorrow because I kind of overlapped on my words of wisdom Wednesday tomorrow. Remember to never, ever let anyone burst your bubble, and never, ever, 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 ever let anyone dull your sparkle. Sending so much love and so much peace.
Thanks so much for joining us on this episode of Fabulously Flawed. If you're enjoying the show, please feel free to rate, subscribe, and leave a review wherever you listen to your podcasts. That helps others find the show, and we greatly appreciate it. Once again, we're so glad you're here, and we hope you'll come back Monday through Friday for another serving of empowerment, motivation, and inspiration. We'll catch you next time on Fabulously Flawed.